sort of saying that we're out, so this will be a pokey thing with the pinpointer. Oh, you are joking me. Look at that in the rays of the sun. Yeah. G'day folks, this is the Coffee Bush Kid in Central Vic. I'm out with the Manticore. Oh, and my mate. We're going to play, there's a whole lot of dumped trash, and there's old Goldfields, 60s dwelling sites all along there. There's bits of mounds like chimneys and so forth. So anyway, we're going to play over there. We're going to switch the old Manticore on. I've done a couple of things. I'm going to try something new too. Look at that! What the hell's the boy done? Well, volume's where I like it. This time, I'm searching in trash mode, but I've also, if we go back, I've also done a little bit more discrimination. So I am really cherry picking today. We'll see what we get. That's up to 34. So 33's been taken out. 34, which is a half sovereign, has been taken on. In fact, an English half sovereign. So, excuse me, what we may as well do now is noise cancel. There we go. There we go, that's what it says. If we're a bit sus, we can keep putting our finger on there and it'll just keep cycling through. Actually, it says, 3 will do. Yep, beautiful. Stayed on that the longest. Noise cancel. Or ground balance, I should say. So 15's good. No worries. Stabilised on that. What have we got? 5. We might stay at that, but I know some of the areas are really trashy. If it starts to get on my nerves, I'm going to go up to 8. But apart from that, the next one's the discrimination pattern. And yeah, I don't think we'll worry about any of that. So we will go back to there and we'll head off and see how we go. I'll catch you out there. Well, you might be able to see the tin and everything there. I thought, I'll come back and I'm going to work my way around and go down to where I know there's more rubbish and that. So just aimlessly walking through the bush. Get that signal. Yep. Now it's either 20 cents or a penny. It's looking more 20 cents, but it could be a bloody penny. Too grotty. We're going to have to clean it and find out. Oh, there we go. We have ourselves an Eddie Penny. And what year, I hear you ask, of his short reign is it? 1907. So there you go. That was just a random walking out in the bush. There we go. The way we like it. Anyway, we'll keep going. Oh, a very good strong 81, 82. Now, there you go. I don't actually reckon I have ever found a ball door handle like that. I find the usual squashy down ones with slightly domed tops, but not a ball one like that. That's a ripper. Huh. Screws on too, you can see the thread inside there. So yeah, mustn't have been a turn one, just screw on and pull open job. But that's cool, that's going in the pouch. Can't leave that behind. Well, I've got an interesting little signal out here. That one. But it's in amongst a whole lot of other stuff. That one. We'll see what that is. I think I might be in for a shower, actually. Yes, I am. I might come back to that. Well, we are back. And that's what I found. Whilst it was raining, I had a nice talk with the Gold Rush guy. G'day, guy. That was my signal. It wasn't a threepence. I mean a sixpence. It was that. That's some little catchy thing. That's a nice little piece of brass work. That I like that. And that was in amongst all the shoddy ends and everything else where I was. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see what else is still lurking in the ground for us to find. Well, I'm not gonna not dig this one since I am where tokens lurk. Really deep down. I'm only sort of getting it sort of one way. It's probably steel, but I'm not going to not dig it because, as I said, tokens lurk around here. So there's been some ground pushed around a bit, so it's probably steel, but still getting those. I reckon what's happened is if I've got down that far, I may well have shifted it. So I'll have another dig and poke around with the pinpointer. We'll have us a great old time of it all. No, disturb whatever it is, so let's find out. It's not in there. Certainly is something down in there. Let's do this. Let's see what that brings out for us. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I thought for a moment that was a Gothic florin. Okay. That's well and truly wedged in there, but you know, this is a rubbishy area. There's our coin. I think that's Britannia. I think I can see that. Yeah, she's sitting there. Well, that's cool as. Let's just put that there and make sure it's not the only. No, that was it. Well, I tell you what, that's a cool find. We'll clean it up. Okay, the sun has just shone perfectly for us. See how there's no date? That's a pre-1853. I reckon it's a halfpenny. And if we do this, 1852. 1852 is pre-1853. So there you go. That's when they changed and put the date underneath Britannia instead of underneath Victoria's bust. Look at the curls in her hair. That's just glorious. Magnificent coin. And it was one of those signals that I actually let's just put it back that way, would have been dubious because the numbers were so high and the depth was so deep. Numbers high, yeah, deeper deep. But yeah, well worth the dig out here. That is the target. And might be a globule of lead, I don't know. Looks like it's been a handle of some ilk. That doesn't look good, does it? Aluminium. That is a massive, massive rolled up chunk of lead. There we go. Nails, nails. That's a good size nail. This is an absolute doozy. That's a square nail. Really nice one. In fact, I think that one might come home with me actually. That's a really nice nail. That is a window latch. Now part of a harmonica reed. Hopefully there'll be something a little bit better. Another 50 signal. Another harmonica reed. You wouldn't believe what I've just found here. Now why hadn't I found that one before? We got to dig that. Surely that's going to be another coin of some ilk. A screamer! Right about now, waving it really excitedly. We're going to say that's a token. It's got to be, doesn't it? Thing. Steel thing? Or maybe just a keg tap. That's a thumping bloody signal. That's a bloody ripper, that one. Oh, actually it's been a bloody long while since I found a keg tap. That's a thumping signal. How the bloody hell I missed that? Missed that too. That's a bloody ripper. And we can see down there that it's got the filter holes, so the end must be blocked. But that's a thumping bloody signal. That's a ripper. Ah, very happy with that. Another thing I did forget to mention, and I'm going to state it right here so we've got it on video footage. This is the M8 coil, the Manticore 8-inch coil. Now, me being a tool maker, M8, we're talking metric threads here. M8 by 1.25 is the pitch of a metric thread. So of course when I see M8, I go for bolts. Viv, however, technical girl, editor extraordinaire, she looks at M8 and she just goes, mate. So I am hereby officially coining the phrase in Viv's honour that this shall now be known as the mate coil. The mate. What'd you go out with today? Oh, I went out with the Manticore and the mate. We today. I'm taking my mate out with me, detecting. Well, it is amazing the amount of high tones that I am getting. only just, but we are just down there. Somewhere down about there. So before I lose sight of it, we are going to dig it. Now, are we talking copper coins again? Are we talking steel? Huh, is it going to be another bloody keg tap? Who knows? Put your bets in. In fact, you can even, if you want, I'm listening, yell it out. Especially if your partners and children are in the next room. Yell it out for your heart's content as to what you think it's going to be. Still getting traces. So I reckon I might just have another slight dig, and then we will go in with the pinpointer and see what we've got. This is beautiful sandy ground. Alrighty, let's do it. Sorry, I was looking in the wrong spot. We're down there. What have we got? Oh, I don't believe that. Oh, look at how thick and juicy that is. Now look, I reckon, oof, excuse me, we'll just pick this up. I reckon Mish and I definitely have been over this part of the area quite a number of times. And the amount of deep coppers that this small coil is pulling up. Now, I've been over here with the Manticore and the 11-inch coil. And, you know, there's where our keg tap was. I got a penny over there. I can understand, or half penny. I can understand missing that one. The other token I got the other day was just there, and now I've gone and pulled one out of here. I'm just getting really, really twitchy with all these high signals, but I think that's, yep, that's another token. It's not in good condition though. Look at all that bloody cancer all over it. But we will clean it up and we'll find out what we've got. Bloody river. We are back. I managed to find some sunlight. This is not in good condition and it's a shame. 1859. We can see the cornucopia, everything like that. I can't even... No, can't. It might be Melbourne, Victoria. Don't know. And you'd go, oh yeah, it's a hiding decal. And you'd be wrong. That is a G and WH rook. Now they look very, there was a whole lot of tokens that came out that looked very similar with the line on the inside and all the writings and so forth. Something or other street, I can't read that. What does that say? Looks like glish, which is Turniture. Bucket if I know. Porters. Oh, importers. I can't read all that. English furniture importers. There you go. I did read that. That's cool. Now, that wasn't me. Someone's taken to that with what looks like a chisel because you got the bend in it all. That's not one of your common, where are we, that way? That's not one of your common tokens. So maybe Viv might put up a better looking picture of it. There we go. If I do that, it can go down beside it. How cool is that? But yeah, still a great find. And the thing that I can't understand is, oh, I had to walk across the gully to get to some sunlight. Wahey! And yeah, we got that 8 inches down. Bit of an iffy signal. One of those iffy high tones that Sid told me to dig. And so we dug it. And you know, that's what we got. Loving the M8 and the Manticore. Bloody brilliant. Just trying out a different part. Now I said about across the road. Well, I'm across the road now, and actually across the little gully. And I got this signal. It's out now. It was a good screamer. You'll have to excuse the cars. Woohoo! There we go. That's a halfpenny. But whose is it? I guess with a bit of a brushing, we'll find out. There we go. 1904. Halfpenny. That is an Eddie. An Eddie halfpenny. Yeah, that is all still very good for just a little bit of an explore and seeing what I can find. I reckon we'll keep going. Well, have a look at this one. It's an interesting one. See, we got a. It's a bit hard to get onto. It wants to go up into the ferrous zone, but it's a bit consistent. Is it because I know there's a lot of steel in amongst the ground here? Is it steel and silver? Well, hey, that was easy digging. We will find out in a tick. Just gently take that out. There we go. We'll just tip the plug over that way. Beautiful. Nice, easy digging soil here. It's not in the plug. Doesn't really want to give a signal, but I reckon what's happened is that we have disturbed it. So it's changed its orientation in the ground. What have we got down there in the darkness? Oh yeah, there we go. Now, this is good. Because out of the depths there, oh, how cool. We've got that, whatever that is. There we go. Oh, it's a little draw pull. How's that for a cute one? So, that's a copper alloy. I'm going to say bronze or brass. And we've got the ring shape, so that would have given us probably why our 60-ish signal was there, but we were in amongst a whole lot of nails as well, which you saw because it went floating up into the ferrous zone. But that's a nice little find. Screws into the front of your drawer, uses as a little pull. I reckon that'll be it. I'll throw the coil over it again. But yeah, just mooching around with the M8 coil in the morning's rays. Yeah, that's a nice little find. And you've got to test those signals out. Even though they do jump over, they're not directly on the non-ferrous line. That doesn't mean that it's not good. And your perceivement of good is also your personal choice as well. Anyway, we will keep going. Alrighty, we've got this one, and it's a nice signal. There's mostly that in the 80. And so it's there. And the other thing I'm going to say is that we're going to dig it. Let's dig it together. Just like the old days. Hey, we used to go out detecting. Oh, we still are, aren't we? So that's all right. There's the detector. I'm quite pleased with how the M8 coil is going. What are we going to pull up here? Will it be a buckle? Will it be a coin? Are we in the hole still? No, we are not. Sort of saying that we're out, so this will be a pokey thing with the pinpointer. Oh, you are joking me. Look at that in the rays of the sun. By the colour of it, I'm going to say right now it's a medallion. And there we are. Monarchs looking back at us. I think that'll be George V's coronation. What we should do is probably have just a little bit of a clean up of it. And that is an absolute ripper of a find. Now, I've usually come along the contours. And this time we're going up and back. And we've snaggled this one. So that is absolutely brilliant. I'll have a little bit of a clean of it. We'll come back and we'll see what we've really got. There we are, June 22nd, 1911, to commemorate their Majesty's coronation. And we do that. Here we are, King George V and Queen Mary. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, I reckon we'll leave that as the last tall banger, pal. And yeah, that's an absolute ripper. So, this is area that we've gone over before. We've got the mighty Manticore. And as we said, you know, I've got that high discrimination cherry picking pattern in the trash mode in all terrain. And we've got that magnificent little M8 coil. What do I think about it? I think it's pretty good. I'm still not going to change the tattoo that I've got of a 6-inch coil that's on the back, but you know, it is going well. And I do, one of the major things that I really do like with the Manticore is that 2D screen. I do love that. It's another bit of kit in our toolbox, and I use it heaps. So, you know, and I've only just really scraped the surface on the Manticore, so very happy with that. Very happy with the M8 coil. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little outing, discriminating to your heart's content, and we certainly did find some good stuff. Anyway, on that note, it is, as he does it nicely, always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes. Beautiful when you're finished. We'll catch you next time.